Hello everyone, it's Teacher Lena here, and I'm back today to talk to you about my experience with Magic Ears. Yes, Magic Ears. They are a wonderful company to work for, um, but I have to tell you, I was a bit nervous about working for them. Yes, many of you who have been out there in online teacher land, you would probably agree that many people talk about how magic ears can be very, very, um, how can I say, not they're very strict on their guidelines of what they expect from their teachers, as far as lighting, as far as how they want things done, as far as the energy and just the way that you interact with the kids. Of course everybody wants to do a good job, but Magic Ear seems to go just a step higher in making sure that you do, because they monitor all their videos, and if they see that people are either looking tired or they're not smiling constantly, they do encourage for you to smile throughout the whole video, or the whole class. They will mention things to you and say that you need to never drop your smile, which is very engaging for the children. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you're not one to give a good smile, and if it makes you tired, you might not want to think about magic ears. Working with children, they really need that smile from you. So Magic Ears really encourages that smile. They want you to have the best lighting, and they give you suggestions on how you can fix your lighting. They want you to have a very specific way to go through your class. You have to give rewards at specific times in the lesson. They want you to mute your kids, or not put them on video if certain things are going on in the background, like you know eating, which several kids do when you're there in class, but Magic Ears doesn't want you to have those children on camera at all. They don't want parents visible in the camera at all. They don't want parents heard on camera at all. So, they're very specific about things. And, I haven't had any problems. I really wanted to work for Magic Ears because I really wanted the feedback. I wanted to hear, what their thoughts were about, how I could be better. That's the way I was looking at it. And my coach, who I worked with for the first 10 classes, gave me feedback, and we had a great time with the feedback. It was helpful for me. Um, but she could also see that I had been teaching with other companies, so I already knew many things that they were looking for and had already worked on those things. So for me, it was okay, and I kind of knew that before I applied for Magic Ears, I wanted to make sure that I had uh, done certain things, because I didn't want to get critiqued in a way that would make me feel discouraged. So I worked on it, and I watched several videos to see what people were doing for Magic Ears, to see what I should do to prepare myself, and it worked out. Um, I think that they have a wonderful platform. Their classes are fun and engaging. They have several like games that you could play with the kids, and the characters will move and do different things, and you could bring the kids up. You do teach more than one student in a class, so you are teaching up to four. So you could bring them up to the screen, so they can all be on the screen at the same time, and they can all say hi to each other. That's fun. I think some kids enjoy having the presence of another child. It makes it less intimidating, and for me, I feel like it makes it more exciting and entertaining. It's less stress off of me. They can kind of entertain themselves and do some more of the talking. Um, and they have many filters where you can give the kids at the end for rewards. Well, not really filters, but they're rewards that you can give the kids at the end of the class. So I have enjoyed them. I've worked with them for maybe 3 months now, so it hasn't been very long. It did take me a while to finish the whole process at the beginning, which is you have to go through 10 classes before they actually rank you up, and you do get ranked up, which I'll have to talk about in another video, how they do that. But as you get ranked up, you get more bookings. So it took me a while to get ranked up because I was, working for other companies, and I was only using Magic Ears as kind of like, extra one, and I would open up a few, and I didn't want to open up too many because as being a new teacher with them, I wasn't going to get priority in classes. So all of my slots did not get booked. So I only gave them the slots that didn't get booked for me. And those are usually the ones that are not so popular. So it took a while before I actually got my first 10 classes. And then after that, I got promoted to the next level, and I was able to do standby classes, which is nice. You can go on and see what classes haven't been booked for whatever reason, or other people have just canceled those classes, and you can accept those standby classes and still get your own classes. So that added for variety for me, and I'm still waiting to go up and get more classes. They do book you. I think you probably can hear that in what I've been saying. They do book you. They don't have parents select you. So that's another reason why I wanted to go with them. I prefer to be booked instead of having parents book you, because it takes, I thought that it took longer to have parents kind of book you and go through that process. But with Magic Ears, it's just taking a little bit longer to kind of get a fuller schedule, because I'm not working with them for many, many hours in a week. I just, like I said, I only fill in for the times that I don't have other classes, and I try to give them a lot of Saturday times too. And their times are really peak times for China. So it's for my schedule, which is Central Standard Time, or my hours. It would be they start at 4 in the morning and they go till 8:30 is the last time that you could get booked in the morning, Monday through Sunday. And then on the weekends, they extend those hours to evening, so you could do, I don't remember exactly what time they start in the evening, but they start, it might be around 8, and they go to maybe 12 in the evening. So that gives you more classes. That's Saturday, Friday, and Saturday. So that's what their schedule looks like. It's not the many bookings you can get for other companies where you actually open up your own slots and parents book you. The slots are limited, so, but they still give you very many slots, and they have their up and their down periods. They went through a down period like at the end of summer, but now they're on an upswing where they're getting more bookings for all the teachers. So if you are in a Facebook group, you will hear the teachers get excited because their schedules are filling up. And yeah, the hiring process was fairly quickly because they could communicate with you quickly. Uh, the only thing is you have to try to get those classes that they want to view you teaching in. So if it takes you a while to open up your schedule and have that availability, that process could go slower to be official, because I had to teach, I think it was like 2 or 3 classes before I could be official as a teacher. Um, and like most other classes or other companies, you have to uh, when you first contact them, they want you to submit a video, and then you have an interview with another person from their staff, and they want to see you and see your lighting and everything, your your computer, to make sure that it's performing well, and nothing is causing anything to lag. And then after that, they allow you to go on the platform where they walk you through for like an hour with another staff. This is on a second opportunity. They walk you through for an hour and go through a whole training with you, and then from there you will have training classes. It changes for different people too, depending on your experience. You might have to do some more steps in that, but yeah, it's it's you know, it's your typical, if you are familiar with online teaching, you know, you typically have to go through a process with your uh, hiring. So you meet with them a couple of times, but it doesn't take a long time, and they're very efficient in the way that they do things. So it's a great company. I would suggest it to other people. The base pay is about $9.50 an hour, and then you get your bonuses for being on time. You have to be in your classroom 3 minutes ahead of time and being logged into their system. They used to say that you had to be in there 10 minutes before time, but they have changed that now. So it's 3 minutes before your class starts that they want you in class, and it might be 5 minutes to be logged on to your system, to their platform. I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, it's not 10 minutes anymore, because that was really hard for teachers to actually be able to be logged on to them for 10 minutes in advance, especially, you know, if you're working with other companies. You know, if you're finishing up another class, how would you log into their classroom if you're finishing up another class? So I'm sure they had some issues with other teachers because of that. And so they've changed their policy. Not that they want a lot of competition, but I'm sure they understand that in this business, you have to have more than one company if you want to get a certain number of hours a week. Um, so that has changed. Yeah, so if you have any questions, I'll leave my information in the description box below, and I'd be happy to help. All right, thanks for listening.